Thriving market town in the Cotswolds, Moreton-In-Marsh still holds a market every Tuesday. The town has been hosting travellers for at least 1,700 years, and many inns, pubs and hotels still welcome visitors today. Built from typical golden Cotswold stone, the town has a pretty 18th century high street and many historic buildings. You can even visit a pub where King Charles I sheltered during the English Civil War, the White Hart. They have a copy of his unpaid bill in the entrance lobby.
Evesham Rambler Dave here. I'm doing a different one this morning. I've got on the train to Moreton-In-Marsh and I'm going to do one of the circular routes I picked up on commute. It's about 8-mile walk. Basically it goes from Moreton-In-Marsh station through the pretty town of Moreton-In-Marsh up to Batsford Arboretum. From there we go across to Moreton-on-the-Hill. From there we go cross country to Sezincote, and it's quite a intricate Indian looking manor house there. From there across to Longborough and then back into Moreton-In-Marsh.
Batsford Arboretum is an oasis of green on the Cotswold Scarp. With over 2,900 trees, a large collection of Japanese maples, pines and magnolias, and colourful flowers, the 55-acre arboretum and botanical garden transports you into a magical natural world. Algernon Freeman Mitford inherited the estate in 1886 after travelling in Asia. His journey inspired the Chinese and Japanese gardens, where you can visit the National Collection of Japanese Flowering Cherry. The gardens, cafe and gift shop are open from 9 AM to 5 PM.
I'm just leaving Batsford Arboretum now. I was hoping to get a good shot of the big house, but I couldn't get up to it. So never mind, see if I can find some online. We're now just going down the drive, and I'm going to turn right and head up into Moreton-on-the-Hill. We're going to turn left there and head out towards Sezincote. I'll come back to you shortly.
The Church of St. Lawrence at Moreton-on-the-Hill in the Cotswold district of Gloucestershire was built in the 12th century. It is a Grade 1 listed building. The nave of the church was built in the 12th century, with the chancel being added in the 14th. The church was previously dedicated to St. Mary, but this was changed to St. Lawrence, Indiana, the 15th century. The stone screen was installed in 1927. The parish is part of the Vale and Cotswold Edge benefice within the Diocese of Gloucester. The limestone building consists of the nave, which has north and south aisles, chancel and north and south porches.
Okay, so leaving Moreton-on-the-Water now, and we're now picking up the Heart of England way, so we're going to follow that for a while, heading out towards Sezincote.
Sezincote is unique. At the heart of a traditional, family-run estate covering 3,500 acres of rolling Cotswold countryside stands a 200-year-old Mughal Indian palace, set in a romantic landscape of temples, grottos, waterfalls and canals reminiscent of the Taj Mahal. An Indian mansion. The estate is run to traditional English standards, with a mixed farming enterprise allowing plenty of permanent grassland and proper fencing, complemented by well-managed woodlands that provide not only timber but also good wildlife habitat. The house, however, is far from traditional. It was built in the Indian style, a unique combination of Hindu and Muslim architecture. The gardens were designed with the help of Humphrey Repton. Sezincote is credited with influencing the design of the Brighton Pavilion after a visit by the Prince Regent in 1807. Okay,
we're just going through the grounds of Sezincote now, taking some shots of the house itself. Quite impressive, quite honestly. So I move on now towards the small village of Longborough. Welcome. Okay, still heading out towards Longborough. I should put something up on the screen, I think, or voice to text about the village. I don't know much about it myself. I think quite a few actors, actresses owned properties in the village. I think there's a couple of studs there. Quite an affluent little village actually. I don't know much more about it at the moment. Anyway, it's only an 8-mile walk today. I just thought I'd cut it down a little bit. I've got problems with my ankle. So far so good. It's nice to get somewhere different as well for a change. I was just trying to repeat myself, going over the same old routes time and time again. So there's only so much you can do in a small area. So I shall just branch out a bit. I've got loads around the Cotswolds to do. Anyway, I'll come back to you in a bit. Bye.
Longborough is nestled on the hillside above the beautiful Evenlode Valley just north of Stow-on-the-Wold. This traditional Cotswold village is peaceful and largely undiscovered with some hidden gems. There has been a settlement at Longborough, named after the long barrow above the village, for about 5,000 years. The present church St. James dates back to the 12th century, with a tower added later with striking pinnacles. Inside you will find there is a beautifully carved Jacobean memorial to William and Elizabeth Lee, and an effigy of a 14th century knight in armour. The community-owned village shop and cafe is worth visiting, and the village has pubs and an opera house. Constructed in 1996, the intimate 500-seat opera house is home to Longborough Festival Opera, which has classic performances during the summer months.
Moreton-In-Marsh now, so I'll sign off. I hope you've enjoyed some different scenery for a change, and I look forward to seeing you on the next one. Take care for now. Bye.